Welcome to Small Business Celebration. We're continuing our series on small business owners who are getting the move on. And our guest this week, well, he has been successfully beating the big box stores for 35 years. This is Small Business Celebration. Welcome, where we chat with real business owners who have real success and learn from them about what works, what doesn't, and who want you to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train. Join us where you can learn something that you can use today to grow a strong and profitable business. Welcome to Small Business Celebration, and our guest this week is Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile. Welcome to Small Business Celebration.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
For visionaries who don't know who are you, and what is it that you do?
My name's Tony Marion. I'm owner of Stockdale Tile and Flooring Center. We're celebrating 35 years in business this month. We have 3 stores. We have one in Visalia, our main store in Bakersfield, and we opened up a store in Tehachapi about a year ago. Like I said, we've been in business 35 years. We classify ourselves as a one-stop store, all your flooring and tile needs.
Now, if you're listening to this program and you hear the beeping of the door opening, or you hear customers in the background, or the telephone ringing, it's because we're here because it's an open and operating business.
Well, of course, that's what we want. We want the door opening, we want the phones ringing, and even though the interview going on, we still operate, for sure, and we're happy about that.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you definitely want to check out some of the behind the scenes and some of the clips that we're going to have in the credits, because part of the great thing about Stockdale Tile is he actually has real mock-ups of real rooms. In this case, where we're talking right now is a kitchen.
Yeah, in fact, it's a brand new kitchen. This is our newest addition to our showroom. These are all brand new cabinets that we have installed from a custom contractor, all brand new countertops and new flooring. And there's 8 rooms in the whole showroom. We update them all the time. So we're always changing things out, so somebody that comes in always has something new to look for, because we have a lot of returning customers.
The question I have is, what is the duration or the run of a particular line of tile?
It really varies, but for the most part, about 6 years. If we're presented a new line of tile and we like it, we bring it in for inventory, or even if we don't, we keep it on a special order basis. About 6 years.
Right.
Some more, some less, but 6-7 years is a good rate to go by.
Even if you had purchased tile prior to the start of the pandemic and you wanted to make sure it matched, you could still probably get that tile, because that was only a couple years ago.
Yeah. One thing Stockdale Tile does do is we do focus on vendors or companies that are solid and their products don't come and go. So we align our relationships with good manufacturers and suppliers, importers, that keep their tile lines around for a while.
Now, this is something that I have to ask, is, to me at least, did you wake up one morning and said, I think I'm going to own a tile store?
Yeah. Absolutely. No.
So, well, how'd you end up with Stockdale Tile?
And I'll make it short. I actually wanted to be a fireman.
Okay.
My dad was a fireman. My brother was a fireman. I studied fire science for a short time at Bakersfield College, and had planned on being a fireman. I took the written, took the oral, took the strength and agility, took all the tests you needed, and I qualified 3rd overall. And then I had to go in for get a physical, and that was going to be my career. And I failed my physical. They said I had a curvature in my lower back. I've never had back issues in my life. So I got a little note in the mail that DQ'd me from that. So I was on a Bakersfield hockey team through Starlight Roller Rink.
Right.
Bill Ray was the owner of the roller rink, but he also owned a Bill Ray Tile behind the roller rink.
Okay.
And so I went up to him and told him that, hey, I'm going to have to quit the team. I got to go get a job. And he said, no, just come to work for me. So I went to work for Bill Ray Tile in 1987.
Was this in the middle of the summer?
Excuse me. 1977.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
what's 10 years between friends?
Exactly. 77. Yeah,
You went to work for Bill Ray Tile.
I did.
And Bill Ray Tile's still in business.
Yeah, they're a really good outfit. They've been in business here in town for a long, long time, and I've got a lot of respect for him.
What made you go out and start your own business? Because that's not something that a lot of people want to do.
No, it was a big decision. I had worked for Bill for 5 or 6 years, and I got an offer to be a branch manager for another competitor in town.
Right.
And his son actually left the family business and was working for another competitor here in town. So there was Bill Ray Tile, Bill Ray Jr. at a competitor, and then me at another competitor. We met one night over a cold beer, and we decided to open up our own store, quit our jobs as managers, good paying jobs,
Right.
and take the gamble to go into business. So it was a big gamble. My mother-in-law didn't think much about it because we were doing well for ourselves at the time.
Well,
And
you've got a good, safe, steady, secure job. Why
Absolutely.
would you take a risk?
it's a big risk, but that's what America's all about.
Well,
you know what I mean?
and you're in a very competitive industry.
We are. Yeah, we have tough competitors here in town. Again, we respect all of them, but we're a good competitor too. We're very successful. We have been for 35 years.
Sure. And that's no small feat.
No, it's not. No, most businesses, as you know, they 80% of them fail. So
Right.
we've been very fortunate. We've had a lot of support from the community, and we try to do our part by giving back to the community. So
A lot of business owners are listening and watching this program going, yes, I would love to have some new tile, some new floor for my house. But they don't necessarily think business. So what is the approach here at Stockdale Tile to business owners? Because is the tile different? Is the carpet different? Are the needs different for business owners for their flooring needs?
we have a certain style in doing business, and it's not done the way we do it around town. We go back to our roots. We go back to good, old-fashioned customer service. It's our goal as people come in our front doors here that, number one, they're greeted immediately. We introduce them to what we have. We want them to be relaxed. We also want them to know that we care about their needs, whether it's small or large. They all get treated the same, whether it's a small repair or a small remodel or a big commercial job or a big custom home. They're all treated the same, and we're very good at it. Everyone here is trained for that, and our whole goal is that when those people are in here, that they know that we care about them, and that we truly do, and that we want them to be happy when they leave here, and we're real good at that.
It's also one of the reasons you've been able to not just compete, but surpass a lot of the big box stores here in town.
Well, we have, again, we have that personal touch, and we have that drive to get the people's orders here on time. We, on our flooring operation, we do some install through here, only carpet and vinyl. We have the best installer in town, and we do great work as far as that way. So yeah, there's a lot of cogs there's a lot of spokes in the wheel here to keep this thing turning, and it's a full-time job for several of us.
If Visioneers want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
It's simple. Obviously, we're on Facebook. Our address here is 6301 District Boulevard in Bakersfield. We're on Main Street in Visalia, and we're on South Street in Tehachapi.
What's your phone number?
Yeah, our phone number here is 661-398-6000, and feel free to contact us on Facebook or Twitter.
Website?
Yeah, we have a website. Yep, www.stockdaletile.com.
If you enjoy Small Business Celebration, go ahead and like, subscribe, and notify. And when we come back, as I alluded to a moment ago, it's competing against the big box store, something that Tony and his team have done very, very well for 35 years and 3 locations, which we'll discuss more on how this can help you and your business when we come right back. Do you want the lowest standard of care for your health? Wellness care is about reversing and preventing illness. Do you want to be managed by sick care, or do you want to thrive from your health care? Call Dr. Hugh Beatty, MD, the Wellness Doc, at 661-395-0315, or visit him at hughbeatty.com and discover how you can transition from managed sick care to thriving with wellness care. Discover your wellness program that can help you get well, reduce and or eliminate the number of medications you're taking, and feel alive again. Call the Wellness Doc at 661-395-0315 or visit him at hughbeatty.com and get better. Call 661-395-0315 or visit him at hughbeatty.com. I'm here with Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile, and our visionary question comes from Miguel, who asks, staying in business against big box stores and the internet is difficult. What do you do year after year to stay in business?
In regards to the internet, we're really fortunate, and this is why. People still want to see, feel, and touch surfaces, whether it's a countertop, a shower tile, carpeting, vinyl flooring. They want to see it, they want to touch it, number one.
Right.
Number two, it's not that easy buying tile on the internet. Because,
the picture doesn't look right.
Well, that and not forget how heavy it is. So
I can imagine the shipping, trying to ship out a piece of tile.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say, that although they might advertise an inexpensive price on their website, you have to ask the questions about freight and getting it to where it needs to go. A lot of these websites are these guys working in their basements with no staff, and they are buying tile from somebody and sending it from point A to point B,
right?
And the consumer forgets about the freight charge. So that's been really good for us, because it's once they discover what the freight issue is, that brings more people into us.
I had a neighbor a while ago that retiled their house, and they were surprised when a tractor trailer showed up in front of their house with the pallets of tile, because they had no idea.
Well, that and how to unload it. And anyway, we're very successful at going up against people on the internet. We are price-wise, and of course inventory too. We have about $1.5 million worth of inventory here, so it's here.
Right.
Nothing shipped in. We do obviously special order stuff in, but we rely on our inventory for a lot of the sales.
So you can take a sample that's on the shelf on the floor here and take it in the back. It is the same thing.
Correct. Yeah. Not everything up here, but a big part of our displays up here are inventoried in the warehouses.
How many days a week do you typically work in your business?
Well, I'm here 6 days a week, me and my wife. We try to take every other Saturday off, but it's been super busy through the pandemic. We've been very blessed when it comes to what our business has done through this whole pandemic crisis. It's you almost have a survivor's remorse, because a lot of my friends and colleagues who own other businesses, not really directed towards construction, haven't done so well. So we've done extremely well, and we're happy about that.
But when you do get that Sunday off, and you do get that every other Saturday off,
yeah, of course.
What do you do? What do you do for fun?
Well, number one, we've got a little place at the beach. It's just a small place over in Shell Beach. We enjoy, me and my wife, going over there with maybe some of the grandkids, spending the weekend over there, going out to dinner, enjoying the weather, enjoying the view of the ocean. Very relaxing for us, because this is a tense place all week long.
You would never guess it.
Yeah, it is. It is. The phone's ringing. In any supply and demand business, there's always, not always, but we have daily issues with this freight not showing up, that freight not showing up, this sample not coming in. There's always a little bit of a battle going on to keep things running smoothly. So there's some inner things going on here behind the scenes that is very stressful. So it's good to get away on a weekend. And I've got a horse or two I like messing with. I got a motorcycle. I don't drive much, but when I do, I enjoy it. So I try to do little things here and there to relax.
What have you learned from owning horses and the beach house that you've applied to your business? Well,
that's important to get away. I encourage all my employees to take their vacation, because when you're going through what we go through here, and it's all enjoyable. I'm not saying it's not, but it's high energy. We get busy. It's a little quiet in here right now, but a lot of times we have 20 or 30 people in here looking for product.
Wow.
And we're sticklers about everyone being taken care of and waited on. So there's some stress involved, front and back. You know, in the mornings we're busy. All the contractors show up in the morning. So I got my warehouse guys out there, Aaron Honor, my manager here, out there directing traffic, loading trucks, unloading diesels. We're busy. So it can be intense.
Roughly, how many employees do you have?
Yeah, I'm going to say we're up to 16 or 17 right now.
Is that just in the Bakersfield location, or all three?
For all three, yeah. We opened up Tehachapi. We have my daughter Brooke up there operating that with summer, and then we rotate our warehouse guys up there every other day, and that's been a good store for us.
How have you learned over the 35 years on how to deal with employees? Because it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you have varying different skill types and personality types, radically different here in the store. And this is something that is not uncommon to a lot of business owners. What have you learned in dealing and integrating all these different personality types and these job types and that sort of thing to run a well-oiled and efficient business? Because one of the things that's remarkable is you have a low turnover rate.
Well, we do. And you know, a lot of businesses have departments to handle employees' issues and problems and vacation time. And I pretty much, between me and Carrie and Aaron, you know, we handle all the employees here. And here's what we're proud about. We, just like you said, we don't have much turnover here. Carrie, my controller, she's been here for 32 years.
Almost the entire length of the business.
Absolutely. Aaron, her husband, also works here. He's been here for over 30 years.
Wow.
Jose in the back, he's been here for 17 years. I can count a number on my hand, or maybe two hands, of people that we've had to let go over 35 years. These people work for us and actually retired. We've had several retire. Harvey worked for us, he retired. Linda worked for us, he retired. But our longevity of our employees, it's key. And here's, I think, the secret to that is you never ask an employee to do something that you won't do. I mean, I'm out helping load trucks, even to this day, driving the forklift, waiting on customers in the showroom. We all work together here. You know, we keep the place clean. You get a cup of coffee if you want. That's going to be a clean kitchen. I'm really serious about keeping the place spotless to where, because in our industry, when in regards to flooring stores or tile stores, the level of keeping the places clean and organized is very low. The standard in the industry, you go into most flooring stores are cluttered, things in the corner, too many displays. You know, here, you know, it's open, it's airy. We have a lot of stuff in here to look at, but it's organized and clean.
One of the things that Tony alluded to is his daughter is managing the store up in Tehachapi, and that's all part of his succession plan when the time comes, which we'll talk more about when we come right back. The reason we're talking with Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile, is because of a Visioneer question that came from a Visioneer just like you. They wanted to find out, how do I compete against the big box stores? So if you've got a question, you've got a thought, something you'd like to learn about here on Small Business Celebration, reach out to us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram and let us know. Who knows? Your question could appear here on Small Business Celebration. So reach out to us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram today. I'm here with Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile, and our Visioneer question comes from Kathy, who asks, our business is in transition and we're putting together a succession plan. What is your plan and how are you implementing it?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. It's, again, being in business for 35 years, that is something obviously that you need to do and think about and implement.
Right.
We're in the process of that right now. And I've got Aaron here that's been with me operating this place for many, many years. So I'm sure he's going to be involved in that plan. I have my daughter operating Tehachapi, Brooke. She'll probably be in the plan. It's a huge decision and it's a lot of work. We're working with attorneys right now I've got 3 other daughters. One lives out of town. Jordan and Courtney. Courtney is a nurse practitioner, so she's very successful.
Right.
And then my other daughter, Jordan, works for a school district. She's very successful also. And then Brianne, the fourth daughter, she is a loan officer up north. So they've all got their careers.
Right.
I have seen some interest from a couple of my son-in-laws that make me want to be in business, involved in the business down the road. But it's still a little murky waters out there. So we're definitely working on that right now.
But the point is, you're thinking about it.
Well, yeah, I'm 62 years old, so
Right.
I don't plan on going anywhere soon. Plan on being here for still a while. I enjoy it.
Right.
And but that day will come, and I'll slowly step aside. I think I don't ever see me completely retiring. I'm too busy of a guy to sit home and watch Jeopardy or
Sure.
golf every day of the week. That's just not me. I really truly enjoy coming to work and the challenge of it.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of business owners do a lot of reading. Is that something that you do?
I've never been the type to pick up a book and read it. My wife does. She's reading every night, every weekend. She enjoys books.
Right.
But I definitely stay up on world politics, local news. I'm pretty worldly when it comes to issues around the nation, around the world, and locally here. So through newspapers, magazines, internet, obviously, daily, I get updated on stuff.
Why is this important?
Well, it's very important, I think, to, number one, I wish our younger crowd was more into it because, you need to be able to carry on a conversation with someone that might walk through the front door in regards to world events. You carry on conversations in family get-togethers. I mean, I shouldn't say there's nothing worse but worse than asking and trying to carry on a conversation with someone that doesn't have a clue of what's going on around the world.
Right.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that really focus on, their family and really, because, there's so much stresses in the world right now that kind of block that off.
Are you involved in any boards or organizations like that?
Well, we are, and I'm proud of that fact. I've been on several boards over the years. I'm a board member on the Sheriff's Activity League. We cater to the disadvantaged kids that for one reason or another doesn't have the means to enjoy some after-school activities. So we have 2 or 3 branches: Wasco, Bakersfield, and Arvin, and Lake Isabella. We have programs up there for the kids, but I'm also on the board of the Bakersfield Police Activities League. So I'm on the Sheriff's Board, I'm on the Bakersfield Police Department's Activities League, and it is a big operation down there off of Union Avenue that we have hundreds and hundreds of kids that come in there and they box, they work out, there's a computer class, there's education. It's a huge thing, and I'm really proud to be a part of that. And then I'm also on the board of the Kern County Builders Exchange. It's tied into local construction, union and non-union, and I've been doing that for over 30 years.
Your involvement on these boards is also politics.
Absolutely.
Why is this important to your business?
Well, again, the whole environment of being in business, and that is taxes, keeping track of, there's always new rules and laws in regards to businesses. Every year something comes out. It's really been a challenge through the pandemic here, all the new laws and employees issues, and we got through that just fine. But it's just important to be up on the politics and being involved in your local community. I have concerns right now of our town here. I spoke with a supervisor a few days ago about the shape of our town and what people think about driving through down 99 through our town or across 58 through our town, and I don't like what I see right now, and I express my feelings in a professional way for now there needs to be some improvement, because I care about what people think about driving through our town, and right now I don't know what people think about driving through our town down 99 to 58, because they're both in really bad shape.
Does being involved on these boards give you a heads up on legislation or politics that might impact your business?
Absolutely, yeah, it does. The Builders Exchange, we have people in Sacramento because they're always looking to tax if businesses like ours.
Right.
You know, we're in California. We pay the highest tax. Us in New York are the highest tax of any state in the nation. So yeah, not necessarily the sheriff's or the Bakersfield, you know, does too much as far as the Sacramento stuff, but the Builders Exchange does and keeps me up on building permits, new rules, new laws, and they're very good at that.
What makes you wake up every morning and open your business?
Well, you know, that's an easy answer for most people, but for me, there's several things. And that is, I still, number one, still enjoy getting up and looking forward to coming to work. So that hasn't changed forever. I got taught work ethic at a young age, and that's never gone away. I've been working since I was in the 4th grade at Williams School. I cleaned Andre's parking lot. And then when I was 13, I fibbed about my age and went to work for a car wash at 13. You're supposed to be 16.
Right.
So I've been working for I've had a paycheck
Right.
since I was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
Every Friday, John Andre handed me a $5 bill every Friday for cleaning the parking lot. But anyways, it works in my blood. It's in my DNA.
Right.
But, you know, there's a lot more to it than that. The challenge of keeping the business at a high level and to keep my employees happy. Getting up out of bed, coming to work is the knowledge of knowing that you've got 12 families involved in your business that you need to keep fed, you know. So we're always talking about advertising, we're adjusting prices, we're doing commercials, we're doing all kinds of stuff to keep our service up, our sales up, and keep everybody happy, you know. So there's a lot to what keeps me coming to work, and it's a challenge too. I still enjoy the challenge of selling customers, as far as, you know, let them know that this guy does care about what I'm wanting done here.
Right.
And we, like I said, we'll spend 2 hours with a guy that's going to spend $40 here.
Right.
We'll spend 2 days with somebody that's going to buy a whole house of tile here. So, but they all get treated with the utmost respect, and we've been doing that for a long time.
If visionaries want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Yeah, we're easy. You know, you could always Google Stockdale Tile, Bakersfield, but you know, again, our address is 6301 District Boulevard. Our phone number is 661-398-6000. Our website is stockdaletile.com.
Tony, this has been a privilege. Thank you for inviting us to your kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, one of what, 2 or 3? Or?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 kitchens here and some bathrooms, but we're really proud of our showroom. We're proud of our employees, and we appreciate Bakersfield supporting us for 35 years.
And I'll be right back with my final thought. Do you want the lowest standard of care for your health? Wellness care is about reversing and preventing illness. Do you want to be managed by sick care, or do you want to thrive from your health care? Call Dr. Hugh Beatty, MD, the Wellness Doc, at 661-395-0315, or visit him at hughbeatty.com and discover how you can transition from managed sick care to thriving with wellness care. Discover your wellness program that can help you get well, reduce and or eliminate the number of medications you're taking, and feel alive again. Call the Wellness Doc at 661-395-0315 or visit him at hughbeatty.com and get better. Call 661-395-0315 or visit him at hughbeatty.com. Community Insight. One of the reasons why Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile, has been as successful as he's been for so many years is because of his involvement in the community. Whether it's with the Kern County Sheriff's Activities League or with the Kern County Builders Exchange, it allows him to get around the people that he values most. And it allows him to feed his soul by doing good in the community. After all, it's no secret that people do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. So when you and I go out into the community and we see somebody who's doing good work, who are we more likely to do business with? Somebody we don't know, somebody we don't like and don't trust, or somebody who's doing good? I hope you enjoyed our conversation this week with Tony Marion, the owner of Stockdale Tile, and I hope you learned something that you can use today to grow a strong and profitable business, and we'll see you here again next week. By the way, what did one hat say to the other?
I don't know what.
I'm going on ahead. Welcome to Small Business Celebration, and our guest this week.